Well, at least the Bears did something. They have fired offensive coordinator Shane Waldron after 3 straight disastrous offensive efforts, and now passing game coordinator Thomas Brown will be taking over for play calling duties. What's going on, guys? I'm back with another Chicago Bears news update video, which I'll be doing anytime the Chicago Bears news going on. I just woke up 30 minutes ago, checked my phone, checked Twitter, and sure enough, Shane Waldron is out of here. Good riddance, okay? Thank God this guy is gone, because the last 3 offensive performances have been complete shit, okay? It's been some of the worst play calling I've seen, honestly, this entire season, besides for like 2 games, okay? The games against the Jaguars and the Panthers. Our offense has been one of the worst in football. The route combinations don't make any sense. The play calling situationally does not make sense, okay? Speed option at the 1-yard line, giving Doug Kramer a carry at the 1-yard line. You know, all these routes that just do not really mesh together. You know, Shane Waldron has been so bad for the Chicago Bears. So, you know, I'm happy he's gone. But, guys, like, this is not enough, okay? Matt Eberflus should have been fired as well. Matt Eberflus now has been allowed to pick 2 offensive coordinators. Both of them fired pretty quickly. He also had 2 assistant coaches being fired for being creeps, for being weirdos. Alan Williams and our old running backs coach. He also had other assistant coaches being fired for just being bad at their jobs on the offensive side of the football. So the fact that Eberflus still was not fired, the fact that he's allowed to make another scapegoat in Shane Waldron still does not sit right for me, okay? Obviously, I'm happy that Waldron is gone and that maybe with the new offensive coordinator, there could be new energy, new life being, you know, inserted into this offense. But Eberflus is still the head coach. He is still the main guy in charge when a lot of our team is quitting. It seems like the culture is not there anymore. It seems like players don't even want to be here right now. Like, like how much is really going to change if you kept Matt Eberflus here? So, you know, I am happy, you know, this maybe could change things a little bit, because anytime a coach is fired, usually there's like a new coach boost where the very next game, you know, the offense or whatever side of the ball, you know, has a new coach. They play with a little bit more motivation, with a little bit more energy, because they're playing for a new guy. You know, there's new ideas being inserted, but that doesn't always last for the entire season, you know? So even if we do a little bit better at the beginning with Thomas Brown, like, I would still be curious to see if it continues for the rest of the season. And, you know, I'm still not very, very hopeful about this Bears team, okay? Thomas Brown has a lot of people that are fans of him in the NFL. He came over from the Rams originally, then he went to the Panthers last year to be their OC. And obviously with the Panthers, you know, did not really have a lot of success there. But with the Rams, he did have a lot of success. He comes from the, you know, Sean McVay, Shanahan type of tree. So hopefully he can be more, you know, closer to a Sean McVay, to Kyle Shanahan than Shane Waldron was, because Shane Waldron was a complete dumbass for the Chicago Bears. I mean, I just can't believe how badly Shane Waldron did here. The Bears have a bottom 3 passing attack. They have not scored an offensive touchdown in 2 full games. The offense has looked really, really bad top to bottom from the beginning of the season to right now. Again, besides for those 2 games, the 2 Mirage games where we scored 30 plus points, only because we were going up against completely dog shit teams. So it really does surprise me to some extent, though, how bad Shane Waldron has been, because even though, you know, Seahawks fans did not really like him near the end of his stay there in Seattle, like, he did some good things in Seattle. He had explosive, high-powered offenses early in his career in Seattle. Like, he helped Geno Smith turn around his NFL career. They passed the ball deep so often. Like, again, it makes me wonder how much Eberflus is neutering his head coach, because he so badly wants his quarterback to play mistake-free football and never turn the ball over. Although as a rookie quarterback, you're obviously going to turn the ball over at some point because you're still learning everything. So, like, Caleb is getting the aggression coached out of him, just like we coached the aggression out of Justin Fields the last couple years. And that really, really scares me that, you know, just like Justin Fields, like, what if we do the same thing to him? Now, I still feel like Caleb is going to be fine long term, because he is just too talented of a quarterback to completely fail. Like, he's done some really good things this year still. Like, he's had a couple 300-yard passing games. He's had, you know, some fantastic throws in the middle of the field. The last 2 games have been very, very bad, obviously, and I really hope that changing the offensive coordinator can fix things at least a little bit, you know, maybe move the pocket a little bit more. maybe call up plays that make a little bit more sense, plays that are easier for Caleb to diagnose, and really, attack Caleb's strengths in this offense. Okay, hit the middle of the field a lot more. Caleb is so good in the intermediate middle of the field, so I want to see more passes now going to the middle of the field and, more quick stuff that gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly, because it seems like he's been pretty good at doing that. Now, the long distance, deep stuff worries me. Okay, Caleb still does not have good deep accuracy 9 games into his NFL career. It's still super early, okay? I'm not hitting the panic button on Caleb whatsoever long term. I still think it's going to be a damn good quarterback, but we got to find a way to get his deep accuracy going and get him into, the confidence to go down the field, okay? He was pretty good going down the field in the Panthers game and the Jaguars game, but after that, I don't think he's hit a single deep pass, maybe one or two, but there's been nothing down the field, right? So, Thomas Brown is being tasked with really an impossible task of bringing this very bad Bears offense together, somehow finding a way to mask how bad the Bears offensive line is and get Caleb into, being more comfortable as a quarterback, because right now Caleb is struggling big time. It seems like he's losing his confidence. It seems like the entire offense does not have confidence in the slightest. I mean, guys are lollygagging on their routes. Even talented receivers like DJ Moore sometimes, kind of concerns me. His body language is this bad. Okay, sometimes he's not showing his full effort on these routes, which not a good look for him. Even though I'm a big DJ Moore fan, obviously, I'm still gonna be a big DJ Moore fan, but we need somebody to motivate these guys and get them to playing, really good football again. Okay, this is unacceptable what's been happening so far. So, again, thank God Shane Waldron is gone. I needed this guy gone, a couple weeks ago, but at least it happened right now. I'm still not happy Eberflus is employed, because until he gets fired, I don't think real change is going to happen. And we have such a tough schedule coming up now that we have playoff teams we're playing against every single week now for the rest of the season. So we have the chance to completely implode here and lose every single game if we don't turn things around on the offensive side of the football. We're playing the Packers this week, and they're coming off a bye week. Okay, so how much are we going to lose by against the Packers? I hate to be so pessimistic, but the Bears have not shown me any reason to be optimistic about the rest of this current season until the rest of the staff is fired, until Ryan Poles, if he's even here, actually makes a good hire at the end of the season. Why should we be optimistic about the Bears? Deep down, I'm still hoping this will fix everything and we go on a winning streak now, beat the Packers, beat the rest of the division, and it's all rainbows and sunshines, but we know that's probably not going to happen. So leave your comments down below, guys. I'll be back with my Packers prediction video in a couple days, which I'm dreading even making that. You already know I'm going to pick the Bears to lose that one, right? So, it sucks to have to make these videos when the season is going so poorly, but I'll still be making a video for you guys. Leave your comments down below. As always, bear down.